because her mother maybe was very, demanding on him or
Right.
abuse him a lot, that he grew up not liking women, or yes, liking women, but getting on you all the frustration that he had with his mother. So he
Right.
got all that frustration on you.
Exactly. He took out his frustrations on me. You hit the nail
Yes,
on the head, Gloria. Absolutely. He took his frustration and he would order me around. I allowed it, but I didn't realize it. Like I
exactly.
said, he was, like, pick up this and cook dinner and do this. And I don't like the way you're driving or whatever. I mean, you know what I mean? Just like ordering me around. But finally, when I reached my breaking point, that was it. That was it. And I know, like for myself, I was concerned for my safety because I know that a lot of women are concerned about their safety because they're afraid they're going to be killed by their abuser. I mean,
Right.
It
they take,
happens a lot
Yes, all the
and it
time.
happens a lot, unfortunately.
to
In
men
my
and
case,
women.
right,
Yes.
right. In my case, I was able to escape and I was able to make a move. And, so I'm far, far, far away. We have no contact whatsoever. There's absolutely no contact now. And that's it. So my life has transformed. And now I'm helping other women speak up because we need to speak up.
Yes.
We need to stop being silent and we need to amplify our voice. And this goes for men too, because it happens on both counts. I actually
Absolutely.
interviewed 2 weeks ago a male abuse survivor.
Mm-hmm. We got to check out that episode because it
Yes,
does happen a lot. I've
Yes.
known men who have been stalked, men who have been falsely accused, men who have been publicly humiliated, careers, lives destroyed because women
Yes.
have been abusive, manipulative, and using the prevailing perception that this does not happen to men in their favor to martyr
mm,
themselves, to make themselves seem innocent, like victims, when they themselves are, in fact, the perpetrator of the abuse.
Yes.
So I know a lot of my audience is men, and I want them to know that we know that it happens to men as well, and I want to put it out there. It
Yes.
happens a lot more often than people are aware because men are less likely to report. Just like military sexual trauma in women, it's 1 in 4 women who serve in
right.
the military um who are assaulted. It's 1 in 100 men, and it seems like a little bit, but when you think about how many men are in the military, you realize that adds up. And those are the ones that report on both sides. Men report way less than women because they're afraid of ridicule, they're afraid of being shamed, they're afraid of their manhood being questioned in both cases, whether it's sexual trauma or whether it's being abused by a woman, whether that's
Yes.
physically or mentally or emotionally, or being stalked, right? Because it does happen. Okay,
Yes.
because women out here be crazy sometimes too. Okay.
I would say both men and
Mm-hmm.
women.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
a
Mm-hmm.
have
friend of
all
mine,
kind in
right,
both sides.
both
Yeah.
sides. And a friend of mine who was just engaged, he broke the engagement
Mm-hmm.
because she was, you know, I heard that I didn't really know her that well, but she was aggressive, just too aggressive with him. Like he would go live. Like TikTok is, like I know it's like it has its good points and it has its whatever. It's like a mixed thing for me because I feel that that platform can be a double-edged sword and it can destroy relationships. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just I don't know. For me, I go to TikTok for inspiration and motivation. But when a couple of weeks ago he went live on TikTok, he broke down in tears, like literally broke down, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I offered help, help consoling and everything. But it's sometimes the woman can be the abuser too, and they can
Mm-hmm.
be aggressive. you know
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened, but right now he's in Florida with friends, so he's on his own right now again. But it's just I know it takes two to tango, it takes two to make up, but if the
Yes.
other woman is feeling jealous and resentful, it's a reflection on her. It's not him. It's her.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And a lot of times we can choose these relationships because of, like what Gloria was saying. It's because of what we experienced in childhood, what we witnessed, what we grew up in. And sometimes it feels comfortable to us. We seek out what we are familiar with. Our brains are geared to do that. Like what's comfortable to us, what
Like
feels safe.
normal, normal.
It's
Normal.
normal. And so sometimes to be talked to badly, sometimes to be treated badly is what's normal for us. So we seek that out in our relationships. And until we can heal that, we can't change that. And first that starts with acknowledging that that's what's happening. So if you're in a relationship and you know that it's, a lot of times we know deep inside that this is not the right person, this is not the right experience, this doesn't feel good, because life is supposed to feel good, right? So if you're in a work experience, a relationship, and any type of environment where it's not feeling good, then it's not the right place for you. And a lot of times we ignore that because we grew up in an environment that was toxic. So toxic is normal. And then even when you do recognize it, right? You're like, this is bad. I'm out of this relationship. You go into a relationship with someone who's secure and healthy and treats you well, and you feel bored, and you're like, this is not a person for me. I don't like this person. I don't know what it
Yes.
is, but I'm just not
Yeah.
attracted to this guy. I don't know. He takes me out, he buys me things, he does all these nice things for me, he's so sweet to me, but
He
I'm
called me
just
too
not
much. He
feeling me.
called me too much. He
Mm,
texts me too much.
I'm
Yeah.
not
I
See,
used
there
to
you
feeling it.
go.
lovey. He
Oh,
kissed me too much. Ooh.
he's boring. He's
Ooh.
so
Yes.
boring. And it's not that he's boring, honey, it's that
No.
you're used to chaos and you don't understand what peace feels like.
Oh, there you Whoa, that's huge.
That's deep, girl. I went
That's
there.
deep. I was just about to, that is so deep. Can you imagine that? A
Hmm.
girl feeling bored? Really?
Or a guy. Or a
Oh
guy.
my God.
Yeah, she's too nice. I'm the nice girl. So this is my soapbox moment. Nice girls finish last, all of that stuff. I'm like,
Right.
you don't like nice girls because you want that crazy bitch because that's what your mama was. 9 out of 10.
There you go.
Mm, sorry if you feel
Yes.
dragged. It's what it is. And
Yes.
so nice girls like me are out here and done there's I can't find a good woman. We out here, you don't want us because you want the girl that's making you pay all of her bills, that's making you do everything for her, that's treating you like shit, and you're under just breaking your windshield, who's doing all kinds of crazy shit in your life. And you can't break free of that shit because you're addicted to the suffering, you're addicted to the drama, you're addicted to that because that's the environment you're comfortable in, male
There
Yes.
or
you go.
female.
Hard to get. They loved hard to get. That's
Hmm.
the ones that they love. Hard to
Hmm.
get. Like
Hmm.
like
Exactly.
like the one you just said, like a beachy, very
I
beachy.
agree, Holly. Absolutely.
That's right. And it's this is what we
Yes.
talk about when we're talking about healing ancestral wounds, right? Narcissistic people create narcissistic children.
Yes.
And if
Right.
you don't heal that within yourself or recognize your parent was a narcissist or even an alcoholic or an addict, there's this parent that wasn't available for the child, these types of parents, and there's more than that, create children with all sorts of wounds. And then all these little damaged children grow up into damaged adults and then they damage other people. Because why? Hurt people hurt people.
That's
But
true.
but that is a chain because it comes from the grandfather, grandmother. They have that, and that's what they teach to the generation below, and the generation below teach that, and so and so and so until one of the families say, this is not right. We need to cut this. Is that's when you hear they cut the chain of the family.
Hmm.
It's because our ancestral patterns that it multiply over and over to the generation. It goes 7 generation up and 7 generation
There you
down.
go.
So
Hmm.
that's why you have to be conscious of, okay, how was your family, or what your family, are the traits of your family. And I would say when you're going to start like dating someone, I would say the conversation should be, okay, how was your grandfather or your grandmother, how she treat or he treat your mother,
Mm.
or how your mother was with
Mm.
you, how